Hi all, this is E. It is after market hours on the 8th of April. Just a quick update for some of our members. Anybody else that wants to listen? Today was one of those days where you had to be careful about getting caught and trapped in fast moves once the news came out. Before that, we thought range type trade. We'd already set the low early at those 65s. Got a very funny move early that came into resistance. Then we got speakers talking and got a very fast move right down into the support zone, closed the gap and bounced and chopped around. And you could see the scene of the crime in the afternoon was 74.5. And we thought plus or minus from there was a good idea to be playing inside the day's range. The morning low held, that was the Globex low. We had everybody out by 68 to 65s. And on the upside, we thought if we could hold this 78 to 82 zone, that was our stop zone for trying to hit shorts and think range type trading. The early morning angel was 65.25, and that's what we used for our support. And that's why we felt be done coming into gap closes and also after the market. Even though we'd taken out the RTH low, we still had not taken out the Globex low. So that was our support until broken. And you can see that move right here takes this low out. And interestingly, a new angel is formed very high. And we had the bleed backs into the 72 area. We felt be done by 72-ish. And we wanted to use that as our pivot. Today pivot point was 71.75, so we called it 72. And the idea here was scene of the crime, and if we got a bounce, first things first, you're looking obviously for that 75 area, and then if we got above that, then the 77, 78 key area to make sure you're paid, and then coming back in towards the end of the day, profit taking should ensue, and in fact that's what we got using that 79.75 resistance zone from the previous day, and obviously the 80.25 high. This little double here worked very well today at 80.25. In this you can't count on. We had our traders looking for the 73s, 74s, and then the gravy was coming down in and closing that gap. And you can see how we had made that assumption of support zone right here into that 65 zone, and then the resistance zone. We felt that the normal trading box today was probably these two boxes, and anything above this obviously would be the luck part going into retesting the previous day's high, and obviously anything below this box would be good fortune as well. So we were prepared that this 62 to 60 was support on any drives through it, and obviously up here we had figured 80 to 85 as the resistance zone today. So that's the way we played it, with the expectation you got a range trade first. And all of these charts we felt were in play supportive. The blue arrows showing where we felt support had come back in and was holding. 30 chart especially. Like the 15, a little bleed back over the line, but right back into it, and you know, with this big long tail, gotcha tail. Look at the 60 chart. You're not going to do better than all of these lining up. Look at your 120 chart, a beauty. Came in and found support and bounced and found it again and bounced. Look at your 240, same idea right here. 90 chart. So all of these were saying to us, you're going to have to work hard to break down that 65. Keying off the NQ, 30-minute chart. Look at how perfect this came into this support line in here. We had actually drawn this line a few days ago saying this will be a flip zone right here. And you can see how this has come right into it. It supported it, the 43.25 area, and off to the races yet again. So when the E-mini S&P and the NQ are in sync, you don't want to fade them. And we felt that we were coming into a rising moving average, and that was throwing the direction up. So don't overdo and overstay the short side. We talked a little bit about crude lately. Had a little dialogue with Matt Davio today, and we talked about crude. We talked about the currencies, talked about a number of stocks here and there, but we like to teach using the mini S&P and then adapt to these other vehicles, showing the same approach that we use and how you can use our techniques. 5-minute chart was very sloppy today, so we elected to use the 10-minute chart for the RTH, and we noticed this rising moving average coming to us, and that's one of the reasons we also felt that this would be a great support today and would be hard to beat. Anytime you do a knife straight down, you can always do it right back up, a ricochet style, and that's what really happened today. Note your ticks, plus and minus 1,000 ticks here. Pretty good signals both sides. And realistically, first thing this morning, little heat on traders here. We said don't allow this to take you out of the game. You're better off taking a stop out and then re-enter and give it 1 or 2 tries, and then don't be stubborn just in case they were going to jam us. But we felt second mouse would get the cheese today once we took off that first 5-minute bar that trapped a lot of traders. We said just be patient, give it one more shot, and let's see if we can't get lucky. Well, this is the luck part. Once we get down and past 72s, that opened the door to come down and close the gap. So that's the way we suggest traders play. Take your stop out. If you're going to average in, do it only one time, not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times. That's how you get wiped out. And my preference was to be patient and wait for better odds. Usually I like the long side in this type of trade. Today I was probably brain dead for a few minutes and said, well, I'm just going to wait and let it play out and then look for a short. But usually I like to play this into the resistance zone and then hit it. But the way today worked out, by the end of the first hour, we told traders if you had one good swing, make sure you keep it and wait and save your powder for this afternoon. That's the way we tried to play it. Right, this is E. Hope that you had a great day and just a little bit of idea about how we try to trade. Take care.